Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 7 of Street Photography Diaries in London. So, I'm really happy that you're still tuning in, and the episodes are getting more and more views every day. So, I'm really even more passionate to make more of them. So, from my place in Notting Hill, I'm riding my bicycle to Regent Street and I'm gonna put my bicycle there. It's my favorite spot because it's just next to Piccadilly Circus and it makes everything more convenient. I'm taking some test shots as I always do just to see if settings I made are good. I'm always shooting automatic, not not automatic, but manual. I'm always shooting manual because I'm kind of used to it. Since I got this camera, I've been shooting manual. I never tried any other shooting modes. I mean, I did try them, but my favorite one is manual. But I heard aperture priority works for people very well. Uh, but I'm a slave to habits. But in maybe some episode, I'll try doing some different settings and just try to do the whole episode like that, just to uh, make myself more uncomfortable, step out of the comfort zone, or something like that, But for now, I'm good like this. Anyways, the reason I went to the center is because I heard there was gonna be a trans pride parade, and I was expecting a lot of interesting characters, but it was nothing more than ordinary. It was like people in the center are usually very freaky, so it wasn't nothing special. Like this guy, this is just the standard central uh, dress up. This is just standard, so wasn't anything interesting. I expected people wearing masks. I mean, like masquerade masks, not COVID masks, and all sorts of stuff. But maybe I was late because the parade was, I think, starting at 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. and I got here about 7 p.m. So maybe I just missed them. Well, anyways, my plan is just to stick to Soho and enjoy the hectic environment and just do as many photos as possible. And I'm starting to get very adapted to shooting really fast and really fast situations with my manual lens. I'm getting really fast with it because when I started these challenges, so this is my 7th challenge. Like it was kind of it was kind of hard to do central London where there's so much stuff going on with a manual lens. But now I kind of used to it, and I got used to it really quickly. So I'm happy about it. So now I'm walking towards I don't know the name of this road, but I'm walking towards Leicester Square, and then I'm gonna go towards Covent Garden. But that's the furthest I will go. Okay, some Muslim ladies. That was interesting, and she looked at the camera. That always I love. I mean, I always love when they look at the camera and they don't mind. Like after, they just give you this expression that they don't really mind. I mean, why would you mind? Like it's just a random camera guy, and you don't even know if he's taking a picture of you. It's like very vague. Why would you confront someone taking picture of you? And I rarely get that. But I'm sure in the future episodes you'll probably see me like arguing with people, but but really never happened to me actually. Okay, so this is just I can call this like window shopping, like shooting people through windows. And I really love that, because when you shoot someone through the window, you get the reflection from the outside, and them who don't know really that they've been taking pictures of. So you get an interesting effect. Okay, so where am I going now? I'm not really sure. Okay, I'm not still not at Leicester Square. All right, so now I'm gonna take my favorite picture. Yeah, it's my favorite picture of the day. There's some lady. She looked at him. She smiled later. Okay, and this guy as well. I actually asked him to take a picture of him, and he was really happy with the picture. It was a really interesting character. I mean, interesting looking character. It had a really square head. I've never never seen anyone with such a square head. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Okay, so now I'm doing some just basic street photography that I think this picture has been taken like 1,000 times before I took it, but I just assume maybe I'm the first one. Who knows? But uh, when you see people cooking through the window, it's always interesting because it's not an ordinary scenario. Nobody's Rarely there's a kitchen and like it has a window. It's usually like in the back of the restaurant, but when people are cooking in the front of the restaurant, it's always interesting. Okay, so this was interesting pictures as well. So this girl was just speaking behind that map. It was really nice. Okay, another street photographer with a huge lens. I don't know even like how big was the lens. Like that was probably like 400 millimeter or even bigger. But I'm not even thinking about it. I can't afford it. Maybe if I put all my savings in, I could afford something like that. But is it really worth it? Do I really want something? Maybe it would help me doing street photography. Maybe I could do close-up portraits from for someone that's like a mile away. But like, why would you do that? Because when you do street photography, one of the elements is interacting with people. Of course, you interact with people, you talk to them sometimes, you get their smile. It's not. I don't want to be like a sniper, just looking and just shooting people without them knowing. Like sometimes people tell me, I don't want picture of me taken. I'm like, "Oh, of course, it's okay." But if they smile, if they say like, "Yeah, fine," like I'm happy. But usually, okay, so we're getting to the part now where not the next photo, but the one after that. This guy did a whole performance for me. So there was a street performance, and this drunk guy was just dancing around. He saw me taking picture of him, and he started just striking poses like voguing or whatever. Like it was so funny. Maybe some actor or something. You don't see everyday people that are so comfortable being videoed or shot. Maybe he was just drunk. So when you're drunk, you get these superpowers. Okay, this was the Mad Hatter. Really impressive mask. Okay, so I'm heading toward Chinatown again, and Chinatown is definitely my one of my favorite ones. Okay, so compulsory duck or whatever this exotic meat is, duck photography, and also when you in here you get these interesting looking streets that look like out of a movie scene. Whenever you shoot them, I shoot this type of streets so many times, and whenever you shoot them, you get this effect that you think you're in some kind of a movie. So that's why I like it. And like this is very fast coming to the point where I get kind of tired. All right, so this this guy was also really cool. I gave him a fist bump there. Is like very gay fella. Okay, so a little bit more of a Chinatown. Okay, so I also love this like very colorful stuff behind the subject, and yeah, shooting just people, focusing people in the crowd. Okay, so this guy was just shooting some pictures. I take a picture of him. He laughed really. After also these girls, this pretty girl that I took a picture of in front of a restaurant. She maybe worked for the restaurant or whatever. I'm not really sure, but she was really pretty, so I took a picture of her. And now Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna are my favorite thing in the center. Sometimes they just come and the dancing, the singing, they're full of positivity. And I was really hoping that there was gonna be like a Hare Krishna boss there. Like the boss wasn't there. The boss, I mean, I just call him the boss. I don't know how they call him, but he's usually some guy with like over the top makeup, over the top mask, over the top everything, and he usually looks like some Hindu god or whatever. But this time he wasn't there. But I remember taking a picture of that fella like a couple of months ago. Was really interesting. So this is a whipped cream shootout. It was really interesting, and I got myself a beer because I was like really exhausted. I was thirsty, and I felt this party energy in the air. So I had to participate, even though I'm not with anyone. I'm just like there by myself and observing. Okay, a selfie I made. I don't usually do selfies, but you know, like, why the fuck not? And okay, I'm losing a bit inspiration right now, but yeah, these are some of the last photos I will make. Okay, some of the street photos right now. So just I love these for some reason. Also, these interesting characters too. Okay, this is also one of my favorites. Just like the open sign covering his face was really cool. And okay, so always taking a picture through something. So this guy has some like plastic film and a nice frame around him. It was really nice. And okay, so I think this is the last picture I made. So this lady, she looked like out of place. She looked like out of place, and it looked kind of like a movie scene or something similar. So that was it. So you see the picture I made right now. It's really cool. And that was really it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you in my next episode. I'm going home now. Goodbye.